Hey everyone, Firemac here, and I'm back. Let's continue. I pretty got nothing else to say. Just to get right into it. I don't even want to waste time on the introduction. Let's go. Ooh! I think I have the hiccups. Okay. Seem to have a slight case of the hiccups. I'm gonna try to read this. Hope to God the hiccups don't get in the way. Let's try to get into it, like I said. After that whole incident, things returned mostly to normal. No, rather than normal, it was more like things calmed down like a river that was no longer flooding. A few weeks passed, during which we took our first real test to the term. Thankfully, I scored a 95, high enough to keep my scholarship and provide a buffer for the rest of the year. The Asagao Strikers played their first game without PBG, and they managed to win. The entire school celebrated, except for PBG, who watched the game from his dorm room window. I wonder how he felt. In all other respects, he was back to the PBG we all knew and loved. It was the day after the game he approached me.
Connor. PBG.
What's up? He stared at me for a few seconds, not to say anything. I cocked my head to the side, just making sure I'm still recording. Yeah, recording. Yeah, okay. Not saying anything. I cocked my head to the side. PBG, you there? I'm there. I was wondering if you... I nodded, trying to get him to finish his sentence. You will? I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, right. So there's this game that's coming out soon, and they're doing a midnight release for it. Also, we're going to a midnight release. It's a really cool game, but it's all about these little animals living in a village together, and you come join it and live with them. If there's a harvest noon, do you want to come with me? What do you do with these animals? With the animals. In the game, you befriend them and go fishing and fossil hunting, and there are festivals. You can decorate your house and wear different outfits too. It's so cute. So is this actually Animal Crossing? Yeah, it definitely sounds like Animal Crossing. Oh, that was adorable. That laugh was adorable. It sounds like something you'd be into. I'll say, and I think you'd like it too. Plus, I wanted to say thank you for what you did for me with the hot springs. So, what do you think? Well, sure. I'll just be keeping you company. Yeah, I guess so. He glanced away from me, looking troubled. Was something wrong? He wants you to get the game. Okay, cool. Because he wants to play with you. Great, I'll pick you up tonight. Now, do you want to get to lunch? I'm sure everyone's wondering where we are. I'm sure Mai or John told them what was up. Yeah. PBG turned pale. I hope not. What was up with him today? It sounds like he knows what happened. He came to pick me up right on time as planned. I opened the door. Mai poked her head out from the top of her bunk.
Hey, what's up?
Going somewhere? Oh, PBG! Mai glanced from me to him, back again. I looked away. I hadn't told her because it never came up. How can you talk about something if it doesn't come up in conversation? Have fun. You better bring her back safely or I'll stab you with a lance made of toothpicks. Yes, ma'am. We stepped out in the dark night, and I instantly started shivering. How cold was it out here? Below freezing? I didn't bring a real jacket with me, but I didn't have a heavy jacket for this kind of weather yet, so there wasn't much I could do about it. And then, like in tropey fashion, PBG should give me his jacket? I'm assuming that's gonna happen. Instead, kept my mouth shut, and I tried to hide my trembles as we headed for the train station.
Hey!
Where is this game store, by the way? It's a local one in the city. I like to go to it when I can to support them. Also, they have a puppy there. You're not allergic to dogs, are you? No, I love them. I always wanted to adopt one. We had one at home. I miss him so much.
Really?
Really? That must have... that must have happened after I left. It happened because you left. I was sad, so my parents bought me a dog for Christmas. Aw. Dogs are the best. What's the dog's name? It's a him, and that's not important. Tell me. No, that's fine. Tell me. There's really no reason. PBG. Haru. I think that was the name of his actual dog. I think. It should be. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Anyways, follow me. We took several twists and turns after leaving the station, PBG intent on finding the shop. It's a bit harder to find when everything's dark. I blew my breath into the air, and I watched the resulting cloud float away above me. It was cold. I blew my breath into the air and watched the resulting cloud float away above me. It was cold. I said that already. Here it is! He gestured to a line of people huddled outside of a store, all wearing thick jackets and mittens. There weren't as many people as I expected, but that made sense. How many people would like a game about living with animals enough to wait outside at midnight for it? We got in line behind a man with a blue-dyed mohawk. Is that somebody we should know? I can't think of any YouTubers that would have a blue-dyed mohawk. It won't be long now. Hana, are you okay? I looked up at him where I was dancing on the street. Yeah, why? You like you need to pee. No, achoo! He looked at me from head to toe, as if seeing me for the first time. Why are you wearing a skirt? It's cold! Yeah, well, I did want to go home and change. Well, I'm a bit cold too. So maybe we should huddle together to preserve warmth? Plus, I'm wearing a jacket, so... PBG opened his Normal Boost jacket to me, looking away. So, you can... I didn't need to be told twice. I walked into the folds of his jacket and hugged him. He wrapped his arms and the ends of the jacket around us. Thankfully, I was tiny enough to fit inside it. Only the tip of my bow poked out of the top. PBG was a heating pad. As slowly I warmed up and stopped shivering, PBG set his chin on top of my head. Like a little footrest. He smelled really good, like vanilla and cinnamon. Why did he smell like vanilla and cinnamon? Cinnamon. PBG tried to talk to me, but with one side of my face against his chest and the other against his jacket, I could barely understand him. It sounded like his mouth was full of marshmallows. What? Sure. We stood there in silence for a while, and then PBG's chin started wiggling on top of my skull. It felt really good, like he was giving me a massage or something. His beard was tickling me. Didn't realize that he was talking to me, and I just couldn't hear him. I nuzzled into his chest and stopped talking for a bit. Then he started rubbing my back. What was he saying? Was I supposed to answer? I stayed where I was. The seconds ticked away. Oh! His head lifted off the top of mine. He opened his jacket to look down at me. The line moved. It looks like we can go in and get our games.
Yeah.
Inside. Yes, let's go. Wait. Our games? Yeah, she was coming in here not even thinking about it. It must have been a slip of the tongue. PBG approached the register while I examined the games on the shelf just to the side of it. I had no idea what most of them were, but there were several I was interested in. One had pictures of cows on it, another a group of teenagers like they were lost in a city. Teenagers lost in a city. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe? I'm not sure what that's supposed to reference. And the cows, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that one's Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon. These were all games for the handheld I had, but when I looked at the price tags, I balked. Teenagers Lost in a City for the 4DS. Could he be talking about The World Ends With You? 'Cause I'd be down with that one. And I can't think of a game with cows on it that was on the 3DS. There was no way I could get one anytime soon. Dejected, I went to stand with PBG at the register. MC. I should recognize that. I feel like I know who MC is. I feel like I should know who that is. Here's your order, Mr. Butter Gamer. Mr. Butter Gamer. I pre-ordered too. You did? You did? You did! Sorry, here's the other copy. Thanks! PBG paid the man, and we left the store with the games in hand. As we went back to the train station, I side-eyed him. Yeah? Is someone gonna say something? What? Nothing. We made it to the station just as the train was loading and managed to sprint inside just in time. That was close, but at least we're inside, and look, we got the whole carriage to ourselves. He spread his arms out wide, and the plastic bag he had rustled. He looked at the bag as if surprised. Oh, right! He pulled out one copy of the game and held it out to me. What? This is for you. I got it for you. So I didn't give it to you back at the store, but I wanted to be sure we didn't miss the train. I can't take this from you. It's way too expensive. Don't worry about it. I got it for you. But... He pouted. But if you don't take it, I'll be sad. Okay. I took the game and looked at the cover. There were small animals on a ground green earth with yellow letters reading Animal Intersection. That's what it said on that one picture, or the CG picture from earlier, where I was reading the titles of the games. I'm pretty sure it said Animal Intersection. Across the top, a little yellow dog and some pink fluffy creatures smiling at the different humans on the screen. Tears filled my eyes. My first game. Happy? I'm happy. Am I happy? Oh my gosh. I started jumping up and down right there in the middle of the train compartment.
Yay!
I got my first game. I got my first game. She's so happy. That's adorable. I'm gonna play this all night. It's adorable. Wait. Play it after school tomorrow. What? Why? Just trust me. This game works like real-time clock, so you'll have more fun that way. I sighed. Okay. PBG grinned at my dismay. Anyways, let's get you to bed. PBG walked me to the front of the girls' room like a true gentleman. When we got to the door, he hesitated.
Hey,
Hana. Yes? Do you think... He trailed off, staring at me. I smiled at him. Do I think what? Never mind, it was nothing. Thanks for coming with me tonight. Oh, no problem. He pulled the door open and waved me inside. My lady? Why, thank you. I giggled. Seriously, thank you. This means more to me than you know. I mean, it's nothing, really.
See you later.
Good night, PBG.
bye.
Night, Hana. When I got back to the room, Mai was already asleep. I changed quietly and climbed to bed, game in hand. I couldn't wait to play it tomorrow. I slipped it underneath my pillow and snuggled into bed. What a wonderful night. Daw.
Hana.
Wake up! You need to look at this! I raised my head groggily from my pillow, hardly registering where I was. Mai stood over me, something like a smile on her face. What is it? Also, you're going to be late, but look at this. She handed me a piece of paper written in a familiar scrawl. Another note? Seems like it. Read it. Part of my world. Imagine a ball on an evening so swell. I can be Prince Eric. You can be Ariel. We'll dance on the shore where we both fell in love and saw the moon dancing so far up above. We'll just be like the pair. I promise it, dear. Your hair glistens, glowing red off this pier. Such a beautiful sight from this glistening beach. Do you have The Littlest Mermaid on Disney DVD? What? Disney. When I finished reading, I cast a glance at Mai. What's wrong? You don't like it? I wish it were different somehow. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. To my surprise, Mai burst out laughing. What? What is it? You're a true main character, Hana. Ooh boy, this is great. You're dense as a brick. How would you rather the note was written then?
I don't know.
It's too I mean, it's an awkward no, but it's not the right kind of awkward, you know? Uh-huh. I guess I want to make it feel more like... Of course I could never forget you. I usually feel like I'm a joke to people. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm more than that. Oh, Hana, it's nice to see you right when I wake up. Man, this day is gonna be good. More like... Oh, Hana, dear. Maya was leaning against her desk, doubled over in laughter, hitting it with something more than human strength. What is it? Is Maya the one who's been writing these? Maya flicked a tear from her eye, wheezing. Oh, sometimes I just want to strangle you. Are you ready for class yet? You woke up late, so we can't even get breakfast. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I'm ready. Oh, got the bread in the mouth trope. I was unpacking my backpack before class that morning when, to my astonishment, Ian approached me and began a conversation. Hana, my good friend, how are you? I squinted at him. Fine. How are you? Oh, I'm doing well. In fact, my tournament training has been going better this year than ever before. I just landed in the top 20 highest scores for Japan, at number 20, but still. And, how are you doing with your training?
Yeah.
Fine. I smiled brightly at him, one hand on my treasured phone. Damn, foiled again! I cocked my head to the side, unsure what exactly he was talking about. You mark my words, Hana Mizuno. I will win this tournament. And when I do, you can bet I will idly mock you the next time I see you in the cafeteria. He went back to his seat and slumped down with a huff. Luke leaned over to high-five him, and Ian shot him a look mean enough to kill a pea plant. I smiled, a small feeling of pride blooming in my chest. Still, there were only 2 weeks left until the tournament. I had to keep up my practice, or Ian would make good on that threat. My hand hovered over the paper, pen in hand. How was I supposed to go about this? I never rejected anybody. Wasn't the kind of girl people usually went after. Moreover, this guy, whoever he was being a little creepy. I didn't want to say anything that would make him angry, especially considering how many times he'd come to our room unseen in the middle of the night. What if he waited for me one night when I got up to use the bathroom? Ugh. I shuddered. I definitely didn't want to hurt his feelings. After 15 minutes, I finally had a reply I kind of liked. Sir, thank you for these notes. They are very sweet. However, I would prefer it if you no longer sent me any. Please stop giving me these notes. Best, Hana. It was nothing fancy, but hopefully it was good enough. My dad always said, when saying no, don't give a reason. People try to argue you out of things when you gave reasons. Sometimes even if you didn't. But no means no. It was much harder to argue with that. With a lump in my throat, I placed a note into an envelope, sealed it, and taped it to the front of my door. That was that then. What a weight off my mind. I wonder what's going to happen with those notes, man. After everything PBG went through for the team, it was no wonder he would be cheering them on at every game. I sat next to him watching his legs tense and twitch as Jeff and Dean sprinted down the field. You should have passed it too! Oh, that worked out way better than I thought it would. Go for the goal, you have to oppa!
Yeah!
Yes, yeah, good job! I chuckled quietly next to him. It was hard to get worked up about the game when I was with PBG. He took all the enthusiasm I ever could have had for the sport, sucked it right out of me, and expelled it in a supernova of energy. It was enough for me to see that he was enjoying himself. For a while, it looked like, well, that wasn't important. He was happy. As happy as he could be without playing. We won! What? It's over already? Hana, we won! We're going to the finals! We are? I stared at the jumping PBG in front of me for a few seconds before it clicked.
Yay!
Oh my god, we're going to the finals! We're going to the finals! PBG grabbed my hands, and we jumped and cheered together with the rest of the Asagao students. And the two teams shook hands and thanked each other for a good game, and then the strikers piled onto our side of the field, forming a mosh pit of happy athletes. I have to go congratulate them! He disappeared in the crowd immediately. Excuse me, sorry. I forcibly shoved my way out of the stands, which was harder than it sounded. I hated being so damn short. By the time I came out, PBG was being hugged by all of his teammates. I giggled. I'm so proud of you all. You nailed it.
Yeah.
We would have been able to do it without you, bro. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you, bro. Okay. I think I might have said that wrong at first. Bro. Maybe I should give them a moment. And did you see that feint McJones did? I didn't know he had it in him. He usually plays a long-term psychological strategy. Well, I'm glad you're happy. I was a little worried that after all this time it would still be a little bit painful to see them playing without you. Yeah. Yuji shoved his hands in his pocket, stared wistfully into the distance as the wind blew through his hair. As happy as I am that we'll be able to go to the finals, it's a bittersweet feeling. He flipped his hair dramatically. I guess that's just how the sword falls. I don't think that's a saying. It's definitely a saying. I shook my head and grabbed PBG's hand. Come on, at this rate we'll miss the late dinner. Right. Shit. I shot awake with a jolt, staring at our door from across the room. Hana, did you hear that? I nodded and realized she couldn't hear me. Something just slammed full force into our bedroom door. We listened for a while, afraid to move. Then we heard footsteps dashing away down the corridor. Mai? The bunk bed shifted and then I saw a dark shape moving down the ladder. Mai appeared next to me. You're okay, right? Yeah, nobody got in. She smiled and turned and glared at the door.
Ow!
Who the fuck does this in the middle of the night? She pulled open the door and stepped out into the hallway, craning her neck one way and then another, then turned back to me, her voice low. I don't see anybody here. I don't think anyone else heard it either. I pulled my blankets up around me. Nobody heard it, but Mai and I both did. There was no way we imagined it. I snuggled down into my blankets, then the thin covering made me feel much safer, despite the fact that it had absolutely nothing to protect me. It was probably just a stupid prank. She moved to shut the door, then stopped. Oh god. What? She lifted a hand to the door, peeling something off of it. Looks like we had a visit from your secret admirer. She shut the door, flicked on the light, and crossed over to me. Here. She handed me a blank envelope, ripped it open, pulled out a sheet of notebook paper, the same familiar scratchy handwriting gracing the front. Hana, dearest. Uh-oh. This one was directed at me. Why must you neglect me so? I'm so sorry if I have made you uncomfortable, but I can't hide my feelings any longer. This is me reaching out to you in the most direct manner I'm currently capable of. I really care for you, Hana. I won't be so naive to say I love you, considering how much you do not know about me. So this is not PBG. How much I haven't had the opportunity to learn about you. This is one of the boys that... This is one of the boys I didn't pick! I've been watching you. You're kind, smart, funny, caring. You love your friends deeply and stand up for what is right. Stand up to your fears. Why do I feel like this is Jared, though? The way he just, like, came out of nowhere with the fan service thing. I don't know if... Jared, who could this be? I'm actually legitimately a little confused. I thought this was honestly directed at Mai, but I guess it's not. And the way they're talking makes it definitely sound like it's not PBG. What if it's Jock? Because Jock's been missing. That'd be a little silly. That'd be very silly if it was. It could be one of the hidden block guys. You've even befriended some of the most popular and influential students in school. In fact, you're going quite close with some of them, and I really don't like it. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's starting to get a little dark. It's making me jealous. It's driving me insane. I hate seeing you smile at them, yet I can't bother to reveal myself to try and take their place. I know you're happy with them. You hardly notice that I exist, so I know I can't compare. So it has to be one of the hidden block guys. Could it be Ian? It might be Ian. My guess are Walid, Ian, Jock. But it can't be Jock, because Jock would be a part of it. It could really be any of the Hidden Block guys, honestly. And yet, it's all I can think about. So I ask you, won't you please spend a little less time with them? I fear the intensity of my own emotions. I would never hurt anybody, at least of all you. But I have never cared so much for any one person. Please, Hana, for my sake, have mercy. Love, your admirer. My. I handed her the note, my hand shaking. I sat in silence as I watched her read it. Look at that range of emotions. Well, it's a little unsettling, but I don't think you should worry about it. You don't think so? I shivered, drew the blankets closer around myself. This is a guy, assuming it's a guy, who is so afraid to reveal himself to you that he probably won't even talk to you. What do you really think he's going to do?
I don't know.
But it's scary. It's scary. He doesn't seem sane. Do you think I should tell someone?
I don't know.
Asagao doesn't have a great track record of dealing with these kind of situations. What do you mean? Oh, is the secret past gonna come up? Let's just say I knew someone who got a little intense about another person. That person told the staff here what was happening, and they got almost no response. The crazy behavior was allowed to continue, and the students were left to sort it out themselves. That's not good. Sounds terrible, actually. When the student again turned to the staff, talking about how they felt in danger, the staff told them it was the student's responsibility to police their own behavior. Wow, I would take it to I would go beyond the school at that point. That's awful. It's not something we want to talk about a lot. Asagao is a really nice place, obviously it is. You know this by now. But they do a lot of things in an effort to save face, so families will keep sending their students someplace as expensive as this. That unfortunately includes sweeping a lot of incidents under the rug. Oh no, that's not good. Hey, don't worry, things were much, much worse in the past. Nowadays they've gotten a lot better because the students here behave more like people. But I'm saying that I wouldn't tell the teachers unless there was an actual threat. I don't want you to suddenly get kicked out of the academy because you were trying to cause trouble. And like I said, I don't think anything's going to happen, and if it does, I'll be here to protect you. Mai held up an arm and I flexed it.
Yeah!
I know it seems like a joke, but volleyball really has made my arm strong, and I could definitely take someone out. I believe it. She grinned brightly at me, and I smiled. Thanks, Mai. Anyways, it's late. We should go to sleep. Yeah. She glanced at the door again, then crossed over and locked it. Can't be too safe. I have to protect my beloved Hana. She shut off the lights and crawled into bed. As my bed creaked and wiggled with Mai's movements, I tried to convince myself that what she said was true. But try as hard as I could, my mind didn't ease. As strong as Mai was, she was still just a girl. I didn't want to admit it, but men are taller, stronger, faster than women were. We had no idea who this guy was. If he was someone as tall as PBG or Luke, someone who worked out just as much or was also part of the sports team, if he was just heavier than Mai, all it would take was pinning her on the floor and she wouldn't be able to defend anyone. My heart started beating faster and I shook my head. There was no point to these thoughts, none at all. Still, I usually toss and turn before going to bed, but I found myself staring at the door as I tucked myself in, facing it as I closed my eyes. Just go to sleep, Hana. Worry about this tomorrow. I'm scared. I barely slept that night. It seemed like full days passed before Mai woke up and I started getting ready for school. Now that I was back in the classroom, I alternated between periods of absolute panic-ridden paranoia and fall asleep at my desk. As I stared ahead of me, my vision sliding in and out of focus.
Hey.
Hana? Oh, PBG, what brings you here? Well, she got real happy real fast. School? Hana, are you okay? You seem a little off today. What makes you say that? It's lunchtime and you're still sitting at your desk. Mai gave up and left you behind. What? How could she? So what's bothering you? I didn't want to drag PBG into this, did I? I didn't sleep well. He frowned at me and laid a hand on my arm.
Hana.
It seems like something is really bothering you. If it's okay, I'd like you to trust me. I want to help you. Will you tell me the truth? Could I tell PBG the truth? That no told me to stay away from normal boots guys, and any guy I was getting close to. Oh shit. This is gonna make me make a decision, aren't you? If that person was violent, I could be putting PBG in danger by telling him. Shit. Should I really tell him the truth? Fuck. I have a feeling that this guy is actually not dangerous. That it's just gonna be a lol, it was nothing serious at all kind of thing. But I'm not that familiar with this game yet to really know if that's gonna happen. And let's say it is someone dangerous. PBG just broke his leg. He wouldn't be able to help nobody. He wouldn't be able to do much. But I really don't like lying. Like, I really want to be truthful. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna tell him.
Well...
Okay. Well, I explained to him what was happening with the notes, how they started, stopped, and now they were getting creepily insistent. PBG's face grew darker as I went on. Finally, I finished with last night's incident, how I was too scared to sleep.
Hana.
You should report this.
No.
No, that's okay. Ma already told me that reporting it wouldn't work, and even if she didn't tell me, I had plenty of prior experience at my old school to show that reporting things generally only made it worse. I can handle this on my own. You don't need to worry. So you don't need to worry. I smiled brightly at him, but his expression didn't change. I don't want to be a burden on you. If you worry, I'll feel bad, so don't worry, okay? Hana, I'm telling you not to worry. Fine, I'll listen to you, but if I do, will you do me a favor too? Maybe? Do you want to go to the movies tonight? I was going to ask anyways, but this seems like a good way to get your mind off things.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Great, I'll pick you up later tonight then.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo? That's the first time I've heard that one. Hana, you're alive! I entered the room, balancing the tray on either hand. Fuji got up and grabbed one from her. Thanks! I brought your food to you since you apparently weren't on this planet, but... She glanced from me to PBG and smirked. I bet you're feeling better now.
What?
What? Why did I repeat that? I don't know what you're talking about. If you want food, you better get a move on. They've almost run out of pizza, and they ordered out this time. What? No! Wait, that was my speaking, wasn't it? PBG sprinted from the room, and I laughed. You really are feeling better now. Yeah, I guess I am. So we were going to the movies? He didn't give me a time. Well, what would we see? Aye! Oh god, no! PBG and I bought tickets to see the hot new romantic comedy of the year, Trouble in Paradise. We settle into the seats. Alright, well, we're already into the thing. Holy crap. I don't know what's going on, but let me just hold off, because we are, like, over time right now. Shit. I didn't mean to... God damn it. I don't know how to go back. If someone knows how to, like, turn back the freaking thing, I need to know. Because I really don't know. Alright, preferences. I wanted to take a quick look at the scene picker. PBG, Chapter 4. Okay, look, we're really close. I think I'm just gonna keep going. I think this is the finale, guys. At least for the PBG round. I don't think I'm gonna label this the finale because I intend to do everybody. Yeah, we're going for the full thing, guys.